wanted to ask you, you work with so many founders, what is the kind of GTM approach you see in good founders and you want to guide founders to adopt? Like if there was a GTM playbook by Apoorva Pandi, what would that say?
So it's a very loaded question because there's so many aspects to GTM and it's very contextual based on the product, the market, and like what pain points you're solving.
So in the domains you're investing in.
But yeah, just to answer that question, right? I think the first thing that matters is like even before founders have products, I think the great founders end up thinking of like early mental models of going to market even before like building the product. And the reason that helps is because as you're building the product, you're identifying the right design partners for yourself who are talking to you and also actively giving you design partner feedback in building your product.
Why would a design partner want to work with a first-time founder?
I think it's a combination of like it's like a burning pain point that if someone solves it, like then I should be the one to benefit from it.
Like your practitioners give you the problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
The second one is this is a friend. I want to help this friend. He's a great practitioner. Maybe if he builds something, then I want to be a part of that journey. The third is introduction through a friend. They just want to help out a friend, but I think but they also feel this is a relevant thing if it's built, because a lot of times until you build a product, people don't value it as much. Like sometimes they're like, oh, this is a pain point, you're building it for this pain point, I'll try it out if it works. But many times it's like, let's see what you come up with. I understand the theory behind what you're building, but I can't relate to it till I try it out. And once you try out something which you can't relate to, but theoretically it sounds good to you, that's when like it clicks. You're like, oh, this is how it works. This is how it will actually solve my pain points. The idea of like ICP is like, it's an iterative process that you kind of come up with like 5, you kind of work with them, realize that maybe 3 of the 5 are not a good fit because either they're big companies asking for too much, or there's like one company which is really not a good fit in terms of what I'm building. And so basically there's just 2 left. So then I add more to the mix, and then based on that I figure out this kind of company and this kind of persona is kind of a better fit for me, and then I just like double down and kind of build for them.
So that'll be a repeat use case or a hero use case.
It'll be the first use case. It'll be the insertion use case. And then I'm trying to like find companies that's not just like, while I might just start building for mid-market first, or I might just start building for enterprise first, at least like in the design partnership phase, it's better to have companies of all shapes and sizes, just because like you're then building for scalability. And it also like helps you collect references as well. Like this is how a big company works, and I'm working with them as a design partner. Let me help you as a small company, because then the small company values the big company's workflows. While you're not sharing those workflows, you're valuing the fact that if a company can help a big company, they can also help us.
Wonderful. One of the biggest pain points of AI startup founder, I personally feel, I've spoken to so many of them in the last 3 years, is hiring good AI talent.
Right.
Tell us what your playbook is on hiring AI talent for a first-time founder. And why do you think the unicorn and decacorn founders are so good at it?
I think hiring talent at the earliest stages is, so talent is a broad term, but if I would simplify that, at the earliest stages or the seed stage of a company, you need founding engineers. And those founding engineers could be front end, back end, full stack, or ML engineers.
So rare to find.
Yes, but a lot of like people who are, I think that's an assessment of the founder as well, where can they attract talent? And one kind of talent that they attract is from their network, people that have worked with them or worked for them. A lot of them are like such strong talent magnets that people respect them so much as practitioners that they want to leave their jobs to kind of work for them. I think you need to stand out as a founder as well in today's market. So I think a lot of high quality founders have a way to stand out where they're thought leaders. So they talk a lot about like their vision for the market. They talk a lot about the pain points. They either write content or they are like
doing workshops, giving keynotes or whatever.
And I think that attracts people, because if you're a thought leader, people want to like work with a thought leader. And then the third kind of people are those that come through like networks. The networks could be friends, could be other employees who are happy working with you, could be like investors, in the market today, I think the sentiment is that one side of the sentiment is if a person really wants to work for a big company only and wants to make a lot, it's really hard to take away that person from that big company.
Yeah.
But if people who are willing to like take a cut
Yeah.
to just get that experience in an AI first company or an AI native company, there are many people like that in the market.
So do investors like you help with this matchmaking?
Yes, we do. But like at the end of the day, as an early investor, you have to figure out like what areas you want to focus on. So for instance, like if you're a platform fund, you could potentially have a platform fund is like a big fund. You could always have like a centralized talent team and a centralized go-to-market team that is helping you introduce customers. But I don't think that works for early stage, and I don't think it works for a small fund.
Yeah.
The small fund's approach is very white glove, where you're actually working directly with the company and you're helping them on things that are most important for them. So the way I think about it is like, rather than saying that I help on all fronts, I definitely help on go-to-market, because that's something that I enjoy doing. That's something is my history as well, where I've led go-to-market before. And so in that case, I'm able to pitch on their behalf. I kind of become the extension of their go-to-market teams. I also help them get introduced to design partners who potentially become customers going forward. So that's where I over-index on. Talent, I think, is a combination of like finding people in my network if I can, or like if they want me to talk to a candidate who really wants to understand the market landscape, who really wants to understand my reason to invest in the company. I'll leave everything else to like help close that candidate the same day. So I think I wouldn't claim that I do everything in recruiting, but I think there are multi-stage funds that have centralized recruiting teams that work for scale. I don't think it's the best approach, in my opinion, for seed stage, because seed stage founders need the context that only investors, direct investors in those companies have.